Hello and welcome to ICM's video on writing skills for exams. Many candidates lose relatively easy marks by incorrectly wording their answers. This video tutorial provides useful tips on how to improve your written answers and use of English in preparation for your exams. The aim of this video tutorial is to advise you on 8 ways you can improve your writing skills so you can produce more effective answers in your exams. First of all, it is crucial that you answer the questions set. In other words, you will not get marks for providing irrelevant information. Therefore, you must read the question carefully to ensure you understand what is being asked of you. Make sure that you focus on answering the question instead of simply writing down everything that you know about the topic. Here is an example of a question worth 20 marks, taken from a past exam paper on marketing. It is important to note that the question is specifically about the microenvironment, so any information about the macroenvironment included in your answer will not be relevant and a waste of your precious exam time. Only focus on the microenvironment, which has a direct impact on the business. This is another example from a past exam paper, where students may be inclined to write all their knowledge around the topic that does not necessarily answer the question. The question asks about the customer in relation to a package holiday, so be careful to explain each step involved in the customer's decision making and not the company's or the staff. Secondly, it is absolutely vital that you write your answers as neatly as possible. The examiners marking your work need to be able to read what you have written, otherwise they cannot award you marks. Therefore, you must make sure your handwriting is clear so examiners can decipher your answers. Furthermore, it will be beneficial for you to prepare a list of linking words and key phrases that you can learn and use in your exam when the time arises. Use these to expand on your points and improve your sentences. Here are some suggestions that you can use to explain, compare, contrast, mark time, express your opinion, or show effect. These are just a few suggestions of the many phrases you can include in your sentences to enhance your answers and link your points. If used correctly, they also make your points easier to follow and improve the quality of your answers. Please feel free to now pause the video and jot down any of these phrases that you believe will be useful to you in your exams. In addition to this, you can also improve the quality of your answers by avoiding the use of contractions. Contractions are a colloquial form of language, but you should use a more formal approach in your exam answers. This means that you should write do not rather than don't, and have not rather than haven't, and it is instead of it's. In your exam, carelessness can lose you marks. Getting factual details wrong or spelling words incorrectly could change the meaning of your answer and may confuse the marker. Therefore, it is important that you take care in using the correct terms in your answers. Spell these correctly and use the appropriate punctuation in the right places. We will now analyse and improve some examples of sentences that have been written by students in previous exams. A hotel of small size won't find it difficult to manage a hotel. The grammar used in this sentence is poor and a contraction has been used. To improve this, a hotel of small size can be replaced with a smaller hotel. To remove the contraction won't and reduce the repetition of the word hotel, one can instead write, it is less challenging to manage a smaller hotel. There can't be enough space for working. This second sentence includes a spelling mistake and a contraction. In the context of this sentence, the wrong spelling of the word there has been used. There should be spelt T-H-E-R-E, as it does not show possession and it is not followed by a noun. Can't should be replaced with cannot in order to remove the informal contraction. Online booking, that is when guests make their reservation online, means guests can access the internet page of the hotel they intend to make a reservation for. The first obvious mistake in the third sentence is that the word guest should be written plurally with an S on the end, as there is more than one guest making an online booking. The sentence is much longer than is needed and the punctuation has been used incorrectly. It can be made more concise by simply writing, Online booking is when guests make online reservations using the hotel's internet page. This has the same meaning as the original sentence but makes a lot more sense to the reader in a reduced word count. Organisations can outline their weaknesses where they're failing. In this sentence, the contraction there, which has been used, should be replaced with they are. Focus on making your answers clear and concise, so you maintain the quality of your content but still express your knowledge and include all your relevant points. Often, less is more. You will be awarded marks for the quality of your content and your answers and not necessarily the quantity of words you write. The mark allocation for each question suggests how long your answer needs to be and how much time you should spend on it. Although it is perfectly acceptable to write there is or there are in your sentences, it could be beneficial to try to avoid using these phrases as sentence starters. This is a good tip for making your sentences more concise, and it helps prevent waffling and repetition of your points. For instance, there are many functions of the board of directors can be cut down to the board of directors has many functions. There is growth of direct response marketing campaigns can be improved by instead writing direct response marketing campaigns are growing. There are a number of control measures that can be introduced to keep food wastage to a minimum can be cut down to food wastage can be minimized by introducing a number of control measures. This is better English, produces the same points in less words, saving you time, and improves the quality of your sentences. My seventh tip is that you should make sure you use the correct grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Read as many books, journals, newspapers, and articles as you can to widen your vocabulary and improve your use of English. You can also view the suggestions on the ICM website for examples of further reading around your subject. This will make your answers clearer to read, easier to understand, and will prevent the person marking your paper from having to guess what you mean. Spelling a word incorrectly could potentially change the whole meaning of a sentence, so improve your spelling to avoid losing marks. The following sentences written by students in previous exams can be improved in the following ways. Visitors already know this hotel because it started way back. Already know can be replaced with the word familiar. It started way back is not particularly good English, so the phrase due to, which is a suggested linking phrase showing cause, can be used, followed by its long history. This produces the corrected sentence, visitors are familiar with this hotel due to its long history. In this next sentence, the phrase because it is very necessary does not add any explanation or improve your answer, so primary and secondary research can instead be described as important marketing tools. Hotels provide amenities by inviting or advertising to visitors to visit. The way the sentence has been written does not make any sense, so there is vast room for improvement. Attract visitors would be much better to write than inviting or advertising visitors to visit, which is repetition of visitors and visit and more words than necessary. The final sentence can be rearranged and reworded from few employees at hotel might not be enough to a large number of people because of failing to manage them, to it is difficult to manage a lot of customers if there are a lack of employees. This is more grammatically correct and the information becomes clearer. Few employees and might not be enough is replaced with a lack of employees. A large number of people is vague, so this has been replaced with a lot of customers. And because of failing to manage them has instead become it is difficult to manage. Last but not least, proofread. By this, I mean you should allow yourself enough time after you've finished writing your answers to go back over what you've written to check for any mistakes that need correcting or points that need altering. This can make all the difference to your marks. Look out for any spelling and punctuation mistakes to correct and consider whether you could improve your grammar by changing words or rearranging your sentence. Ask yourself, does my answer make sense? Will the marker be able to read them and understand my points? This is now the end of the video tutorial on writing skills for your exams. Use this website address to access ICM's past papers, which you can use to practice answering exam-style questions. Along with the tips provided in this video, it will benefit you to read as many books, journals, newspapers and articles as you can to widen your vocabulary and improve your writing skills, so you can enhance your sentences and gain as many marks as possible in your exams.